That is a crazy strategy. I've never seen this before. I gotta start using that. This is the second recording I've done so far after the posting of the first Blood and Iron video. If I can alt-tab to that. It's been doing pretty well. I mean, initially it did kind of whatever, but I posted a link to it in the Discord, and the people there seem to like it, and they seem to like it enough to watch it through, and that gave it a bit of a boost in the algorithm. So it has it was doing like kind of mid, whatever, like the worst of my recent 3 since I came back, but it's at the second now by a pretty wide margin. Not as good as the FNAF one, because FNAF is way bigger than Roblox PvP. I kind of figured, and I think it's reasonable that the FNAF one, I think that was the funniest one, so I like that one being up there, and I'm glad the 2v2s one did alright as well. So this is kind of an all over the place video, I guess. 2 things. I have some more recording already that I did after, like, immediately after I posted. I talked about most of everything, so I'm gonna finish that thought now. The skill ceiling in this game, not very high. It's not a very high skill ceiling game. You can't regen health in any way, and if you're in a melee 1v1, which happens like all the time, you are guaranteed to take at least 2 hits. It's very like easy to trade hits in this game. So like once you get to like a certain skill level and your opponent is a certain skill level, it's impossible to not trade. I did mention in the video that you can avoid trading if your enemy is bad at the game, and I do mean bad at the game. Like, it's not even mid at the, like, they need to be bad, because once you know to just hold M1 until you're in range and then let it go, you're always trading the first hit. It's impossible to not trade first hit, and then second hit, all you need to do is just spam M1 as fast as you can, and as long as you stay in range the whole time, you win. And it's impossible to get out of range because everyone moves at the same speed. So you gotta be really, really good with your movement, and also lucky, and hope they don't chase you down. Yeah, once you reach like a certain skill level, it becomes impossible to trade. And I would say like 80-ish% of the player base, even without trying super hard, they're at that skill level already. So more or less, you're always gonna trade in this game. And anyone that doesn't trade with you, you'd beat anyway. Oh, I'm dead. I don't know who hit me, maybe through the wall. I was doing the same format the other day on my first recording, and I could not get any words out because I was alive for so long. I was playing cavalry and I couldn't get a word in because I was so focused on dodging like 5 infantry shots at me. Basically everyone's at that level already, and I don't think it's very interesting to make a video that's just about like how to get better at aiming, because all you really need to do is just click on people when you're with a musket, and then other than that, it's just like slight movement mechanics if you play officer, but nobody really plays officer, so it really is just being in the right place at the right time and then just waiting for someone to click on. Literally just this. Like, literally that's just what happened. Like, he just posted up in the right spot, someone walked out, didn't see him, free kill. I wish they would add hit markers, so that way the process of clicking on people gets sort of more reliable. Because it's hard to improve when you don't know if you hit someone or not. Like, you literally saw smoke on his foot. Like, how is this guy supposed to know if the guy he's fighting is full HP or half or 1 tap? They push way too hard for historical accuracy in this game. Like, they can just add a hit marker. It won't ruin the experience if they add a little hit marker. I don't know, it takes some of the gameplay out of your hands, I feel. So, no like damage numbers or kill feed or anything. I just want a little like tick maybe on the side of your crosshair when you land a hit, or maybe like a sound effect whenever someone takes damage, and whoever shot them, it's audible from anywhere in the map. Yeah, the ceiling is very low, is what I like to say. Like, the floor might be a bit high because it does take a lot of understanding to where you know what you're doing, but the ceiling is not that much higher. Like, you very quickly plateau. Like, it's very easy to reach a point in this game where you just cannot perform better, even if you play better. Because again, you only have like 1 melee fight in you, and then you're on death's door. And that's the best case scenario. So it basically just comes down to how well you position yourself, and that has nothing to do with skill. That's just timing and luck and maybe a bit of your own brain. And I feel like the brain power is the more fun topic to discuss. It's more interesting than like, oh, you should approach people with the right melee swing and then strafe around them so that if they're blocking they get hit. That's not as interesting, because anyone that has any knowledge of the game isn't going to be blocking. Like, I don't want to explain how to kill noobs. There's more variety if I just talk about other classes. It's more fun to discuss. I had a comment about flag bearer, and it talked about stacking flags. And that did prompt me to go to the wiki, because I was like, okay, you definitely can't stack flag bearer. The buffs don't stack. But I was thinking, I only played like 2 or 3 games of flag bearer, so maybe he does know something that I don't. So let me just check, just to be sure. So I checked the wiki. Yeah, they don't stack, sorry. You are my first commenter, so I'm happy for you, but you were wrong. The flag bearer buffs, they do not stack. However, I did check the wiki, and what I did find that I didn't know is that you don't actually need to have the flag out for the buff to apply. You don't need the flag out at all. So what that means is you're just a regular old like flanking class without a gun, which is fine. You can get a trade just fine. It's not like you're holding a knife or anything. But if you push with your teammates, they auto win every 1v1. And if you're like 3v1ing, you're gonna lose like... What happens if you 3v1 someone with a flag bearer is they get at most 1 hit in, and then all of you hit them at the same time and you win. That's a 1-for-3 trade. That's really good. So I guess on like a wider map like this, but that's still close quarters, would be good. But maybe one with less hallways. One with a lot of cover would be good. So I'm not certain I want to push this. Yeah, so that's one. So we can push this now. Go in the house. So you don't have an ammo, so you're kind of dead here. I can't do anything here. I'm gonna leave. Yeah, see, this is what happened last time. I just got so quiet in the middle of the game. Anyways, flag bearer. As you can see there, I was just pushing around the entire map with only one like X guy, and we got a lot done. And I only took 1 hit. So yeah, there's a lot you can do with a flag bearer, and I'm sorry that I talked trash on flag bearer without playing it. So that I did genuinely miss something. So I'm glad someone commented, because I would have missed that, and that's pretty big. So I thank you all. And by you all, I mean that one guy that commented about stacking flag bearer, because I wouldn't have found that out. Anyways, that guy's dead as hell. Yeah, GG's. And not having a gun is a huge deal. It does give up a lot. But I do think there are a sizable amount of situations where the melee buff will outweigh it. So I do take back what I said. A couple other things I wanted to mention about Blood and Iron maps. Holy, this game has like some of the best and worst maps. Because like you'll have maps like Hogomont where it's like fairly balanced, like you got a lot of hulls, so it's nice to have a light infantry that can set up fast in hallways. And like officers pretty good because there's a lot of doors and corners to peek through. And then you have maps like Steppe and Grasslands and Larathiers, where you can only play the game if you're a cavalry user, and then everyone else just has to wait. Have you ever seen a game of like Larathiers or Steppe with no cavalry? It's horrible. They need to stop adding these maps that are just big rectangles, because they are not fun to play on. I cannot tell you the amount of times where I have played, like I have like seen an update and I was like, oh awesome, new update, I can't wait to play it, and then it's just like a rectangle. He didn't even take the shot, he just keeled over. I did play the Spanish maps and they were kind of they were here and there. Like some of them were good. I like Suro, it's a fun map. But a lot of them were kind of mid. But I played the French Republic, and all of them are bangers. I like every French Republic map, pretty much. I haven't played the house one, but it looks pretty good. And there's more where that came from. Devil's Bridge is a lot of fun. I'm not going to go into as much detail as I did last time, because I don't want to waste my time. But it's a fun map, trust me. The hillside is so much fun to push, even on French team. You'd think it would be stally, but it's not. It's really not. It's so much fun. I had something else I wanted to discuss, I think. No, I think that's good enough. I guess the channel is the last thing I have. Oh, here's Step. Yeah, Pyrenees, that's a Spain map, and Samos. Yeah, these are two Spain maps that I don't care for as much. The other ones with actual buildings, though, I don't mind as much. For the channel, that was not my first scripted video. But it is my first full scripted video. I made a Pokemon Showdown video a couple years ago. Let me check. I have dashboard open. 2023 January. Okay, so a couple years ago now. 2 years ago-ish. 2.5. I made a scripted video. It was whatever. I think it's like the least viewed video I've ever had. Or like bottom 3. It's unlisted now. It's not like I don't like that video, but I'm not especially proud of it. But I am very happy with how this one turned out. Because with a lot of my videos, my motivation is the highest before I start recording. And every time I do something, it drains a bit of my motivation. Because I do like creating, but there's an annoying part of every step. Like recording, fishing for clips is so annoying. Like you'll just get like an hour of footage and it's usable, but you don't get the thing you actually need. A good example is when I said punishing blocking. It took me about 3 days to get a single clip of someone blocking my hit and then getting hit after. And I needed that to demonstrate a point about melee hits. For editing, I like editing. I like working with a bunch of memes. It's funny. There's a lot you can do and I enjoy it. And once I have a lot of footage, I feel like I can do a lot. But I really do not like motion graphics. Like I got a comment in the Blood and Iron Discord. Someone really liked how I showed health bars as like a shared resource. I really like that idea too. Oh my god, that was so annoying to edit. But I did get it eventually, and I am happy with how it turned out. But nonetheless, it was draining. And my point here is that like every step of like the creation process, it does like drain me a little bit. And the longer I make a video, or the longer I take to make a video, the lower my motivation gets, and then I kind of get lazy. And you can see that in basically every video on my channel. Like I like the intros of every video on my channel. I like every intro I've made, but they all like fall off in quality. And this has been like a thing for like years and years. Yeah, that Flee the Facility video had a really good intro. I liked it, but it was just gameplay highlights. You can see I like the intros, but they fall off in quality. But I like this video. I'm very proud of my recent videos because I really stuck it out on all of them. And I feel like even if they were like slower paced in the end, I feel like I did do everything I wanted to from start all the way to finish. I used to be very particular about music choice, but I found the Pokemon YouTuber Swaveform. I found his playlist, and it's not what I usually listen to, but it's really good background music. And also Reverend, that's another one. I love Reverend videos. Those are so good. I love those videos so much, and you should all go watch them if you haven't yet, which I doubt you have because they're not related to what I make. If I don't find something more fitting, I'll probably just default to like Swave beats or like Reverend BGM from like old NES games. I do want to do more experimentation because I liked the 2v2s video. I like the format of messing around with friends on a game. I like the FNAF video where we're just in a call and just like going back and forth. I like that a lot. I'll probably do some clip dumps that are similar to that, but it's not often we have like VC nights like that. Like we're on the game a lot, so don't expect a lot more of that. But like don't expect more of that, but you can expect more like that. I am considering more scripted content. I'm in a house of like 6 people, so it's like dubious whether or not I get a chance to record. Not that they mind, but it's just like people are loud, and also I'm like crazy self-conscious. If it's a less stupid topic, maybe I will. I do want to do more of like every kind. I just like making things, like even outside of videos. Like I want to do music because it's a lot of fun. I'm terrible at drums, but I'm learning. I play a lot of Weezer. I like making things in general. I wanted to do art, and I still do. I admire all artists. I think it's so expressive, and I miss that, and I'm dead. Am I just dead? I think I'm just dead. But I like art of all kinds. If you create things as your job, I envy you. Even if it's like clay sculptures, like I don't understand sculpture or 3D modeling, but I appreciate those who do. And like sound design, that's crazy. I could never do sound design. I'm horrible with sounds. My microphone has gone through like 5 changes, and every time I mess it up, and I have to fix it later, and then I mess something else up in the process. So the mic is different than it was when I was recording, which is different than it was when I was getting clips. So you maybe noticed, maybe didn't. If you're insane, you noticed. I've considered game development. I'm not good at programming. I'm a builder. I can build in studio, but that's about it. I want to make like a fighting game or something, but I don't have the skills for it. I have school starting now, so I don't have the time on my hands to do that with music and video creation, so I'm just not gonna. For now, just for now, what I'm making is gonna be videos, and I'm gonna experiment a lot, because I don't know what I want to make. But I enjoy making everything, so I'm gonna make a lot of stuff. And whatever gets support, I'm gonna keep doing it. And you like this one, so obviously that means the next step is to do something that nobody who watched that can relate to or care about. So the next one's a Melee video, probably. It's gonna be Melee clip dump or CS clip dump. Guys, I'm making my way to B-side right now. Yeah, I think I said all I need to say. So I'll end it here. If you want to hear more, just comment, I guess, and I'll respond. I didn't respond to a lot in the old video. I should have responded to more, but I hearted like all of them because I appreciate it. I really do. Thank you all. See you next time.